Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I wanted to go over this whole thing that was going on between Crowder and Candace Owens, Steven Crowder and Candace Owens. So if you don't know, this whole feud I guess got reunited within the past couple of days because Crowder accused Candace of extorting him because she said something on one of her on her show. So basically I saw this video Candace did, and I wanted to review this video and give my opinion on the whole situation. So without no further ado, here we go. All right, yeah, so I got this Daily Wire. So let's see what Candace got to say about the situation.
Or something. So a bit of breaking news that just happened, and before we get to it, I just want to back up and tell you why we are discussing this breaking news, because it's occurred to me that there are some people out there who believe that to be a conservative, what it means is that we become tribal and we defend other conservatives even when they do things that are wrong, that we don't discuss things that are horrible on our own side because we need to just make sure that we score wins in other ways, and that is wrong. That to me is the exact opposite of why I have this platform. I am not tribal. I want to expose things when they are bad on the left, and I will also expose things when they are bad on the right. Obviously, I have been interested in the Steven Crowder saga pertaining to his divorce because he literally inserted me into his divorce a couple of days ago. And his wife and family are now speaking out regarding that video in which he...
Right, so yeah, so Steven... So for all the people, I keep seeing people talking about Candace is just poking her nose in the stuff that she shouldn't be in. But Crowder literally, now this is me, I don't know if Candace was actually extorting him. I don't think she was. Really no evidence of that. But Crowder brought her into this whole thing because he said, he basically took what she said when she's on her show. She said something along the lines of, don't condemn him, pray for him because he's going through a lot of stuff right now. Like when she said that, I didn't think Crowder was going through a divorce. I didn't even think too much into it when she said that. But Crowder came out with his video and brought Candace into this. And that was a big mistake, in my opinion, from Crowder. So let's keep going.
Told people publicly that his wife was leaving him. You remember this. He chose wrong. And he essentially made it sound as if he did not want his marriage to end, but his wife simply wanted to leave. Well, she has responded by giving video, and I want to prep you. I want you to know this is horrific video. It is very difficult to watch. It's especially difficult to watch because in this footage, she is 8 months pregnant. And the video essentially reveals just how emotionally abusive he has been. And she is alleging that he has been emotionally abusive to her. And this video all but confirms it. So let's first get to the footage. I'm just going to allow you to watch it in its entirety.
I drew a boundary. I drew a boundary. No, you just did it. I drew a boundary of abusive and cruel. You were not taking the car. Because if you refuse to do wifely things, then I will go pick up the groceries. There's no groceries. I'd be happy.
All right, so from the start of this, I just want to ask the question of why does Steven Crowder have one car? I mean, this guy is the biggest conservative on YouTube. Hundreds of thousands of people that's willing to pay for his products, and he have his own products and Mug Club and all that stuff. I don't know at this time. I don't know if he might have been still under the blaze. I don't know. But either way, he's huge on YouTube. So just YouTube alone, should be able to, he have enough money for 2 cars. My point. He living in this big house, look like a nice house, and he have 1 car. So I don't know why he have 1 car. But let's keep going.
Thanks. Wood pellets. My grill. I know it's an unreasonable request, but I'll go do it. How about you first? Hillary, how do you respect the man? Yes. How do you man? How do you man? Receive love and respect. No. How did the man make it? No, you're not taking the car.
Steven,
You're not taking the car.
Steven,
You are not.
then I will ask them to pick me up. Would you like me to ask?
Oh, that's right.
It's not a threat, Steven.
Get an Uber.
Okay, Steven, I can't.
Feeling some constraints?
Steven.
Like, I can't
Steven.
go. Listen to me. Listen to me. You want to walk out right now? Listen to me. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends. I can't be home. You're going to take the car and leave me here. Hillary, just
You're gonna take the car and leave me here. Like, who is he? Is this the 2-year-old? He's over here smacking a couch and saying you can't leave me here. Like, what? Like, ever since I just want to say this now. I used to watch Crowder a lot. I used to really like him. But ever since he did that shit with the Daily Wire, and I know a lot of people, most people that I watch don't agree with what I'm about to say, but the shit that he did with the Daily Wire, to me, I lost a lot of respect for Crowder with that, especially the recording Jeremy Boren and trying to frame it as Jeremy Boren is just trying to take advantage of people. Like, if you didn't like the contract that the Daily Wire gave you, don't try to drag the Daily Wire through the mud and accuse them of basically working for the enemy and just to grow your subscriber base. Like, that was extremely dirty and grimy to me. So ever since then, I still watch his show. I still enjoy his show. He still make great points. But I lost a lot of respect for Crowder after that. And then him accusing Candace of extortion. Just if he's accusing her of that just from that video that she put out saying pray for Crowder and all that, then it's completely ridiculous. I don't know what went on behind the scenes. She said that's all that happened. So from right now, he's more like, he's less, I would be sooner to trust Candace's word than his, because to me, he's a manipulator, and I don't know, that Daily Wire situation really tarnished his name for me.
think of how boxed in you've made me.
What do you need me to pick up? I'll get it. I'll be back when I'm back.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't work either.
That doesn't work either. Come on, bro.
Do you understand the difference between my life being set to the second and you going, I'll be back when I'm back?
Steven.
You're making it work. Can you do that? The only way out of this is discipline and respect. It's the only way out of it, or we're at an impasse.
We are at an impasse.
Good. Because you can't have any discipline or respect.
Steven.
There you go. You throw your hand, you give up so easily.
I don't give up, Steven.
Hillary,
Steven?
you give up so easily. I just said the only way out of this is discipline and respect. You said, then we're at an impasse.
Steven, no.
You said we're at an impasse. He said we're at an impasse, and she said, yes, we are at an impasse. Like, what are you talking about? You the one that just brought up that you are at an impasse. She didn't bring that up. You did. Like, this guy.
We are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Steven, your abuse is sick. Your abuse
Watch it.
is sick.
Watch it. Watch it.
I'm gonna let go. I'll get what you need me to get.
Like,
And I need some space.
like she's like about to pop with his kids, and he's talking to her like this. Like, the only thing that would make this video worse is if he actually hit her. Like, this looked bad for Crowder, especially after like the shit that been coming out about him, like that from Dave Landau and all these people, all these ex-employees that's coming out talking about how abusive he is and like how much of a short fuse he got, and he's very difficult to work with. All this stuff combined over the last couple of months, and then the stunt he pulled with the Daily Wire, like he's crying about contracts that the Daily Wire gave, that the Daily Wire, and that wasn't even a contract. He's crying about the $50 million term sheet that the Daily Wire gave to him, and then Dave Landau come out and say it was something in his contract where if he was late, he would have to leave. If he was late, he would have to leave the building and not get paid for the day. and Crowder was crying about the Daily Wire, saying that if he get demonetized from YouTube, which means he bring in less money for the company, that means he get paid less. Like, this guy is like a whiny, like spoiled brat, it seems like to me.
I love you, but Steven, your abuse is sick. Your abuse
Watch it.
is sick.
Watch it. Watch it.
I'm gonna let go. I'll get what you need me to get. And I need some space. We need to just stop engaging for a little bit. Okay? I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. I've never received love from you, and the fact is,
He just said he don't love her. So in the video when he came out, in his announcement video for his divorce, he tried to come out like he said he got a boot on his neck and he loved this woman, the mother of his children, and he just he basically made it seem like he don't want to get divorced. His wife is just leaving him just because the whole no fault divorce and all that stuff. Like,
I'm gonna let go. I'll get
it's just fake. Crowder seemed very fake to me.
what you need me to get. And I need some space. We need to just stop engaging for a little bit. Okay? I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. I've never received love from you, and the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D, you just be disciplined about it, you go, no. But I love you more than life itself. Okay. Put on some gloves. No. But I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. That's not fair, and it's disingenuous. Hillary, you're right.
So when I first saw this video, I was wondering what the put on some gloves stuff was about. So apparently I saw some more details about this video, and apparently he was trying to get her to put on some gloves to feed the dog medication that she felt like, or that could have been harmful to her and the baby and his children that she's carrying. So he's telling her to put on some gloves because I don't know why he can't feed the damn dog the medicine. So he's trying to force his 8-month pregnant wife to feed the dog the medicine and walk the dog. You'll see later in the video, he want her to feed the dog the medicine and walk the dog while he sit there with his feet up smoking a cigar.
Become someone that's you day in and day out, worthy of a wife. No, not as a wife. I didn't say as a wife. Hillary, come on now.
I'm not gonna engage. I'm not gonna engage.
Become somebody worthy of a
I'll
wife.
Text me what you need. I'll get you what you need. I love you. I'm committed to you.
Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm not trying to.
Are you committed enough to do those things? You're not committed to anything. You're not committed to anything. You just said I love you. I'm committed to you. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things? Are you committed enough to do those things? Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm gonna just
Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to get the medication the dogs take? No, you take that in.
As the Crowders head inside, Steven gets angrier and angrier, and by his own admission screams, I will F you up. I think that's what it, yeah, I will F you up at his pregnant wife, Hillary, who then flees their home. So I guess by his own admission, he said he was going to F his wife up. His 8-month pregnant. I keep saying 8-month-old. His 8-month pregnant wife. He's threatening that he will F her up.
So that is both heartbreaking and infuriating for me to watch. I cannot even comprehend how any man can speak to a woman like that. least of all when she is 8 months pregnant. And sadly, that isn't the worst part of that correspondence. The journalist that dropped this video is Yashar Ali. He dropped this as well as a Substack entry accompanying it. On the Substack article, he wrote, "Moments later, off camera, Steven Crowder, by his own admission, would lose control and scream at his pregnant wife in a threatening tone, quote, 'I will f you up,' end quote, which led his wife to flee their home." She then sent a statement, which I want to be very clear. This statement I knew was going to come out. I didn't know any of this information. I had no idea there was a video or there was any evidence. I did know that their family was thinking about issuing a statement, and Hillary Crowder did issue a statement. And I'm going to read you that statement in its entirety because it's important. I think it reveals a lot of the lies that Steven has been telling publicly to his audiences. It reads, "Hillary is currently living alone in Dallas, apart from her family and support system in Michigan, and is focused on taking care of her young children. She is not prepared at this time to speak about her divorce becoming public or the misleading statements made by Steven about their relationship. The truth is that Hillary spent years hiding Steven's mentally and emotionally abusive behavior from her friends and family while she attempted to save their marriage. She was the one who was asking to work on their relationship to keep the marriage intact for their unborn child. In June of 2021, Steven left their home to pursue elective surgery." That's very important. I want you to remember that. I'm going to come back to that point. "Hillary urged him to get the help he needed to address his abuse with the hope that their marriage could be saved and they could peacefully live together as a family. Instead, Steven refused to do so and chose not to be with his wife during the birth of their twin children. After the birth, Steven bought a townhouse and left their home permanently. Hillary was not aware that Steven hired a divorce attorney and asked his assistant to cut Hillary off financially. There is significant documentation substantiating these facts." I want you to remember that portion as well, because that's another lie that Steven has told publicly. "We hope that Steven will cease from speaking publicly about these personal matters in an untruthful manner. We also look forward to there being full transparency in the legal process so there is fairness and accountability for the actions that caused the divorce and to ensure the outcome is what is in the best interests of the young children." I would first like to go back to that portion where she says Steven left their home to pursue elective surgery, because I know exactly what surgery she's referring to, because during my first backstage here at Daily Wire, we actually prayed for Steven and this surgery. So before I show you a clip from us on Backstage, here is Steven describing that surgery, and it certainly doesn't sound like it's elective. Take a listen.
I explained to you a little bit what it is. You know, a lot of people say, "Why are you smoking?" My heart is actually great, but my heart doesn't work great. And the reason my heart doesn't work great is, long story short, because of a connective tissue disorder I have, and my chest is caving in on my heart. So I've got about, I'm at a little more than half of the blood flow that you guys have, ventricular output from my heart. So it's a mechanical fix. And I don't know, maybe I'll feel like Lance Armstrong, you know, like I'm on EPO after this, because I don't know what it's like to go through life with full blood flow. To me, I'm looking forward to it, not looking forward to the pain. Lance Armstrong, by the way, with the 3 balls, not the one. So yeah, it's overall a positive thing, and honestly, I've probably needed a little bit of rest. It comes in the form of having my chest cracked open.
Obviously, he had the surgery, and then his lung collapsed, and here is us praying for him, praying that he actually gets better.
Before we leave, I just have to, this one off the subject for a minute. Our pal, Steve Crowder, who makes the best ashtrays in the country,
Truly.
is in the hospital fighting for his life, and he's really come close. He's come close to the dark edge of things. And I just want to say that crazy as he is, we love him, and we're thinking about him. That we hope he makes it back.
You're a better man than I am.
Well, that's true.
I was actually just looking forward to the show being over so that I could text him and say, hope you don't make it, pal.
Actually, this is a real story. Last night I had to go for a drive because a long story, but I had to burn down gas to take my car into the shop. And so I was going to smoke a cigar, and I was going to say my nightly prayers. And I thought, I should probably pray for Crowder, because he's in this. And I thought, what's great? I'm going to light up one of the cigars that Crowder sent me.
Yeah.
And Crowder, this guy who's a complete maniac, he sent me these beautiful cigars, and I was like, oh, pal, I'm going to send you some cigars right away from my humidor. Haven't sent him a single thing, but that guy, he, really a generous fellow, and doesn't get enough credit.
I actually did text him and say, that we were praying for him at great risk to our souls.
And if he dies, I personally will kill him. Right?
And yet, according to his wife, this was an elective surgery, really a cosmetic surgery, because Stephen didn't like the way that his chest looked because he had a sunken chest. And it was not something that was actually required to save his life. And yet we...
All right, so I'm going to leave it there. It's almost over anyway. It was about 8 minutes left, but I'm gonna leave it there. This video is already 20 minutes, but anyway, if you want to watch the full segment, I would encourage you to go to Daily Wire Plus, or just well, I'm on Daily Wire Plus. I encourage you to go there. If you don't want to pay, just go to YouTube. I think the segment is on YouTube as well. But anyway, yeah, my whole feelings about this is like I said, I don't think Stephen is acting in good faith with none of this. I think he and even in that clip with them praying in the back in the room praying, I think it's called Backstage Live. Even with that, like, those were his friends, and he decided to drag their name through the mud to get subscribe. He actually, I would say he actually tried to steal Daily Wire subscribers for his own subscription base, basically saying that do y'all want to support somebody that's supporting the enemy? That's basically what he did. And I don't like that. I didn't like it when he first did it, even though I see a bunch of people still supporting Crowder. I didn't like it when he first did it. Not saying Daily Wire is perfect. I don't agree with a lot of stuff that some of the people say on there, but Daily Wire to me is doing the most important work in the culture war today. They are the most important, I guess, group of people. They're actually getting laws passed, like in Tennessee with Matt Walsh, all that. They are on the front lines fighting back against this the machine, in my opinion. So if they gotta, I mean, you have to go where the people are. You have to be on YouTube to have the, you have to be a business you had to have money and be a business to fight in the culture war. So anyway, tell me what you guys think. Do you think Crowder was right in this situation? If so, put it in the comments. Tell me why. But I guess until next time, see you in my next video.